Hmm. Something we've heard of, something we think about, something we need to think about again, and something we should put in our arsenal. The all sevens set. Hey guys, what is going on? Long time no whatever we're doing here. Guys, wanted to revisit something today. I think it's necessary. I've been playing it a lot lately in both the streaming games and on personal practice times and what have you. Guys, I'm really falling in love with this again, and I want to bring it to our attention. I think that it's worth something we want to put in our arsenals. Let me ask you a question. How good are you at setting the dice to anything you want it to set to, and when you throw, you are perfect at staying on axis. All the times you can stay on axis. Period. If that answer is not very good, every so often, I'm not good at it at all, I can do it at will, whatever the answer is, if you roll the dice and you can consistently, on purpose or not, if your dice will constantly go off kilter in one way or another. Guys, the all 7 set is something you want to put in your arsenal. We're going to be looking at the all 7 set today, guys. Let's have a little fun and practice this. Let's do this. So guys, the all 7 set. You know, I think I've done a video on this as well before. But that was very early on in my my craps playing, and I wasn't quite sure how to interpret the all 7 set. And it is seriously, if you can throw the dice and not be on axis, this is the set that you need to potentially be using. You don't want to stay on axis here. If you stay on axis, you're going to get a 7. If you don't, or you come off on one dice, or even the 2 dice come off axis, it can work out very well for you, and consistently well. Now, the dice I'm going to be playing with today is a 5, 4, 2, 3. And of course, that will give us 7s all the way around. 5, 4, 2, 3, and then 6 and 1 touching, and on the outside as well. So any way you go, there's 7s. So the whole purpose of this set is to come off axis. So why not use randomness in your favor? Now, if we start out with 7s, we want them to come off axis and become random. Well, in a manner of speaking. So let's give it a shot here. Something we need to mention is that the landing zone for this, because we want there to be play and we want there to be scatter, we're not landing up close. We're landing way back here, way in the back, even further if you can. So you want your landing zone to be very far back to allow the scatter to go into the wall. Now we want them to touch the wall. We do not want them to crash into the wall. Whew. I hope you guys are doing well. My goodness, I miss you guys. A lot of good play going on in the craps community with the streams and stuff going on. I'm talking about George from Cyprus, Sleepy, El Toro, all you know, the big dogs. There's some great guys out here. Oh, I need to mark that. Great guys out there joining in on Craps live stream, coming together, playing together, practicing together. It really is a phenomenal time. So if you guys get a chance to check it out, I really hope you do so. All their channels are noted in the description of my video. All right, let's keep this going. See that crashing, that banging? You want that. You want that with this. You're not going to be sharpshooting numbers like this, obviously. You're just not going to do it. you want to spray the field and win. That's third roll. You want to spray the field and win on numbers and then bring them down. I mean, it's up to you how long you want to push it. Third roll right here. I mean, that's a winner right there. We could have won with this roll. See how far back that LZ is? Okay, 538. We're just spraying those numbers out there, guys. I love this game. So we're shooting 4-6, but the more numbers we spray, the more we're going to win. So I think that this all 7 set, the way I interpret it, it's not going to be something you're going to have a long roll on. It has the potential, if you can keep repeating your mechanics, your grip, your LZ, your strength, your spin. That was a short roll. 639. We'd be getting a warning for that because this one dice stayed back here.
Yeah, I think that's a main award.
All right.
Inside of this game, you can have main awards.
Okay.
I don't think are even in this game, but it looks like one.
All right then. Yeah, so I did a video on the all 7 set before, but I think I didn't really know what to expect at that time. I actually thought you want to play the all 7 set because you want to hit those 7s. No. It's because people are not good enough to consistently stay on axis. When you can go off axis, which is what we do consistently, that's why you want the all 7 set. Any combination of 7s on the dice, any direction, whether they be 5, 4, 2, 3, or 6, 3, 1, 4, I mean, whatever combination you want to use, making that all 7 set could potentially be absolutely catastrophically dangerous for the casino. And that I like. Oh, that was pretty far. 538. I don't like how much force that had going into the wall. That's not necessarily what you want. I mean, yes, you need to get it there. But this is just fun. The potential that this set has is very fun, guys. That was one short roll. They just kind of died. Mailman! Hear that? Mailman's here.
I'll go get it.
No, it's okay. No, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. My little buddy's here with me today.
Yeah?
Can you give everybody a skadoosh, buddy?
Skadoosh!
Oh, that's...
The douches of the douche of shove.
That's what we needed. And that is what we needed. Give me another one.
Douche of shove.
Close. I'll take it, though.
That's
So, there's our front line.
That's the kind of stuff that you say, Dad.
Okay.
Suh of douche.
Yeah. So,
Well, that is fine. Dad, I'm gonna smoke on.
all 7 set, what is vitally important is that you give it time to play and give it time to scatter. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. I'm sorry that that rolled out of frame. There we go. But that was perfect. We landed it back. It had time to scatter. It didn't go crazy. It didn't over scatter. I mean, when it jostles about so, that's too much random into the mix. But that was a great throw. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound, like that. But That's how you want the throw to look. That was just the right amount of play, just the right amount of force going into the wall. 10 is now the point. Let me put this up to the side so we know. Okay, 10 is the point. This is just fun. Fun stuff here.
300. Yeah, I know why I don't because that's like 1,000 miles. It takes forever just to
314. That's our first 4. So all of this, I mean, this is random rolling, guys. It's a bit of control random rolling because we're controlling the grip, we're controlling the landing zone, but it is random. The outcome is random. What we're doing though is setting it to be bad, and if it comes off axis, then it's good. It's kind of like playing with fire with matches that, oh no, that doesn't make any sense. It can work out very well if you consistently, and if you can, come off axis on your throw, which is very easy to do. That's what we do on a consistent basis when we're trying to stay on axis. Went to that back corner, 3-2-5. Whoop. There you go. I mean, again, not to sound like a broken record, this set has the potential to wreak havoc on a casino. You don't want to overplay it. I truly recommend that you use an SOR. If you use a small SOR system with this dice set, you can win big. But you have to have that discipline to bring them down. You can sit there and watch and roll, have a roll like this, where you're just raining numbers. It is just raining place numbers. You can have a roll like this and you've been turned off for the last, I don't know how many rolls we have now, but you would have been out 3 or 4 rolls into it. Your bets were off. You could be watching people win money hand over fist. And that's great.
Yeah. I got another one.
They'll love you. But the thing is, there was a guy that I used to play with. His name is Eric. One of the best people I've ever met in my life. 3.
You mean my uncle?
No, not your uncle Eric. But he's a good guy too. But that's not who I'm talking about. Eric said he was playing an SOR system, and he had his bets off. And the numbers that he constantly bets on, they weren't coming out. Or he won on them, and then he turned his bets off. And then after he turns his bets off, those numbers that he bets on constantly came out, just again and again and again. And ultimately, he said, I didn't win anything, but boy, I sure didn't lose anything either. So, half full, half empty here, guys. You want to get greedy and lose everything? Or do you want to win? Me personally, I want to win. I know you can see that's a 9. I like to win. When you can go and play craps for a 2 or 3 hour session and you walk away with a couple $100 extra. Ooh, 426. When you walk away with a couple $100 extra, I don't know, it's pretty good to me. That's pretty good to me. That's a dinner with your wife. That's an extra game for the Xbox. That's anything you want it to be. But you know what's most enjoyable about that? That money was the casinos. That is awesome. Nice crash. 437. So we went out there. I'm going to tell you something. You have that kind of a roll in the casino along with other players, you'd be getting high fives. You'd be getting, hey, great roll, man, all that stuff. And you'd be walking away a big winner. So, what did we get on this? We went out, the 10 was the point. We had 2 10s, 3 9s, 3 8s, 3 6s, 2 5s, a 4, and a 3. Woo! for a grand total. Mmm, mmm, super sweet. 1 point. Yeah. 15 rolls and 1 point. I'm going to tell you something, and that was one outside number, that 3. If they could all work like this, that'd be great. Guys, it's not going to always work like this. It's not going to happen. But more often than not, you can count on that. 6 rolls. More often than not, you can count on that. Sometimes 2, sometimes 15, sometimes 20, sometimes 3. More often than not, this is what you're going to get. 6 rolls, 5 rolls, 7 rolls, something in that area. And can you, my question for you is, can you win on 6 rolls? Can you win on 15 rolls? Can you win on 3 rolls? I know we can. We can, because we will have discipline. If you don't turn your bets off, you at least regress down to table minimum and just let it ride out. Win your money, go down to table minimum and let it ride. Win your money, turn them off, and be done with that session. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Practice the all 7 set. I love you. See you later. CP is out. Hey, can you give me one more? Real loud.
Get out!
Oh, I love you, buddy. That was perfect. I love you.